Cheers. He's feminine and I'm masculine. And we're in love. Love, don't judge. Our favorite channel series. I don't know what this is. Let's get straight to it.
This is Merrin. She fell in love with James.
I'm a masculine presenting woman.
And I am a feminine presenting straight man.
I've never seen that.
It's almost, you have to take a second to kind of process that. Like,
Oh, I've never seen that in my life.
They just made a new genre.
it's such a nuance, like,
But he's into girls. But it can only be a masculine girl.
he was into guys at first and she was into girls. Somehow they fell in love. They switched for each other. So now are they straight?
Because if you saw him on the street, objectively, you would think he's a gay man.
Yes.
310%.
And her, you would think is a lesbian.
But he said he's legitimately a straight man.
Oh wait, he said he was
said
straight.
he's
He said, I'm a feminine straight man.
I am a feminine presenting straight man.
I've seen feminine men that are straight. This is when, like, feminine, he got on heels. You could be a straight man that paints his nails. You could call painting nails a feminine thing.
He's got the crop top on.
With the flared and the hills and the...
Not her. Come here. Yeah, this is a fun one.
People perceive us as weird as a couple because we don't follow the regular status quo. And we don't look like how they want us to look.
The couple met through TikTok, and despite not being each other's usual type,
I was identifying as gay because it was easier than explaining all the ins and outs of who I was.
I've only dated girls in the past.
The most frequent question we get is, who is the woman?
So she only dated women previously. And because he's a feminine man, he probably presents enough femininity for her to be like, I'll fuck with that. Because she's a true lesbian. So almost, it makes sense.
So would she still be considered a lesbian?
See, we've been talking about
That's
this.
the question.
You're not a lesbian if you're dating a, well...
Right?
I guess it's like saying, I don't have a type, but then you're dating, let's say, an Indian girl. It's like, well, isn't your type Indian girls? Because, well, that's what you're dating. Well, I technically can dabble in anything.
Merrin and James met online after a chance comment from Merrin on TikTok sparked a conversation.
Those thumbs,
between the
sorry.
pair.
I just was posting different pictures of myself, like dress femme, dress mask, and I had commented on this other Mexican girl's TikTok who was talking about how she thought that femme men were cute. And I was like, oh my God, girl, you're talking about me, honey.
And then I saw his comment under that video. That's how I got to his profile. And then I saw his videos and I was like, I'll just flirt with him just for fun.
But I was also thinking in my head, like, this is just gonna be a fun little thing that happens for a couple days and then it'll be over with. I never thought that it would be a real thing.
This couple knew their relationship was going to be something special, despite not being each other's usual type.
The blurred faces of the other
Very
lesbians.
much attracted to femininity as a whole. I love that just his energy is very feminine.
In high school, I was like this full straight, like almost hyper masculine version of myself where like I was still one of the girls. However, I was pulling girls.
I wouldn't say
And when I got to
hyper-masculine.
college and I was like, yeah, that ain't it. Not for me. I was identifying as gay because it was easier than explaining all the ins and outs of who I was. Like never really just jumped all in with a man. I never had any interest in doing that. So when the world went on shutdown in 2020, I was on TikTok.
Would you say you're gay even if you're not, though?
Nah. Oh, that's a good point. Just stop talking. Just stop asking me.
Like, I don't think that's the way to kind of like...
Well, because then now you got a whole bunch of guys that are going to try to pursue.
Oh, you gay?
If you don't like that, then you're just making more hard situations for yourself.
Like, if everyone said, are you gay, are you gay, are you gay? You wouldn't be like, fine, I'm gay.
I feel bad because did he actually end up hooking up with guys and he like didn't want to? But it's like, why would you like
I'm gay, okay. Surely he's been with a man before.
You would assume so. Well, because he said his thing was sexuality was all over the place, so he probably dabbled in this and that and this.
Right, and then found his lane, eventually, which is subject to change.
Yo, didn't he have to almost get with the guy to realize that's not what he wanted?
See, I don't need to be with a guy to know that I don't want to be with a guy.
But maybe he didn't know that.
Because, yeah, he's saying he had to explain all the ins and outs. If there's so much ins and outs and things like that, he had to have dabbled and experimented.
And are there that many ins and outs? You're just an extremely feminine man, but you only like women. Okay.
But masculine one at that.
Yeah, does he like masculine
or
women?
could he be with anyone? No, but
experimenting.
it's like the yin and yang. If he's feminine, he almost needs the extra oomph. Same way there's like different types of gays that we've talked to where it's like yeah, I want to be the submissive, but I need the dominant man. I don't want another submissive gay, so.
Even in traditional male-female relationships, let's say the male's masculine, the woman's feminine, that tends to be a predominant thing, but there's also the masculine woman with the bit more submissive guy. Like, that's a thing too. There's always got to be someone wearing the pants, and I think she's wearing the pants on this one. See, this, I would never even hate on this. I am happy for him.
I'm glad that they both found what they liked.
They found they like. I don't think it's that, like, it's taboo and quite striking, but
yeah, it's just unusual. Like, you don't see that. You don't see this dynamic.
And interracial too. More power to you. Cheers.
TikTok lesbians are so fine. So that's like the first time I was exposed to like masculinity.
Lesbians, is she fine?
Now, Merrin and James have been dating long distance for over a year.
TikTok lesbian.
Long distance for a year. Oh.
No, but the TikTok girls do be going crazy. I don't even be on
I
there.
cooked for Valentine's Day.
Yes.
And it was bomb. Sometimes I come on a Saturday and I'll leave on a Monday, so I'm here for a good little minute. I guess people perceive us as weird as a couple because we don't follow the regular status quo. And we don't look like how they want us to look or how they would expect us to look.
Well, obviously.
You were hungry. I'm stealing it.
Nothing is ever truly yours.
Why does every Love Don't Judge have a sequence of them eating breakfast together?
They're always in the kitchen.
Need anything? I'm good.
The dialogue is always so dry.
They're at the pan, like, I don't know.
Because they're just normal people.
Yeah.
They make breakfast just like us.
And I might be nitpicking here, but his statement about we're not what they want us to be. Well, I don't think that there's a vendetta against y'all from the world, like, y'all can't be together. It's just very unique to have this dynamic. Nobody's really out there to get you. This is very unique and taboo, and you have to admit that. Nobody's against you. If I rub peanut butter all over my face and go to Target, they don't want me to be myself and be wild. No, it's just a societal norm.
Like to not have peanut butter on your face in public.
So you have to admit that that's a bit weird and a bit zany, and you just keep rocking with the peanut butter. But again, more power to them. Interracial love.
I'm glad that we're eating now because I feel like we would have had to wait a long time at Nice Guys.
Now, I say, I have a girlfriend.
They probably just think he's talking about a friend though. Like, oh, just one of my girlfriends.
Cute.
Yeah.
Period. Made the first TikTok August 6th of 2021 in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico.
Okay,
So
with the hair.
I posted all these pictures of us together. And I woke up the next morning and we had over 1 million views. And I said, babe, this is not happening. I think people saw in the video that I had on stilettos and she looked like a boy.
In the beginning, people would say like, they're just best friends. They're doing this
Oh,
for
yeah.
views.
The most frequent question we get is, who is the woman? Or like, who is the girl? Who is the boy? Who is the man? Child, I want to wear my white heels. Okay. Did I do that one?
Yeah, they seem happy. I mean, it's cool.
Yeah.
They get to see we get to see different types of couples together, you know?
Very much like a mix of masculine and feminine. Because like, I don't like to wear dresses and like that, but I love a flowing garment, honey. Like a long flowing garment is gonna get me every time. But at the same time, I'm not gonna put
You
on
can't do
all
a dress,
that.
your whole dick will pop out.
That's not me. Marin likes to match me.
Can I say that?
Marin,
So you
Marin
tuck it
will,
in.
Marin will
How do you know that?
inadvertently watch me get dressed first. There is no big hoopla around our relationship. We are really just two people that dress differently, but the rest of our relationship is the same.
And I feel like, because none of our friends
So they be
like,
fucking?
ever
Yeah, I have long
felt
How
like
does that,
other people are commenting on our
they
TikTok.
didn't
Who rides who?
They didn't speak on that part.
So
Yeah.
normal, which it is. We just dress
I
differently.
mean, you could only imagine.
Good.
She's carrying
I don't
him in the
mind
pictures and
our
stuff.
relationship being public just because
So wait, is he trying to?
I feel like we get
like, you see her,
I like
like,
being recognized in public.
throwing
It's
it
fine.
back?
I mean, we really only show what we want.
Can't see
Yeah, what
that.
do they?
They don't see the entirety of our relationship.
Or is he taking it? I don't know.
I don't know if he will be hate at this point.
I feel like they might just be a missionary.
More just like jokes.
Like missionary only, because can you see her
It's
bending?
not like, F you don't deserve to be alive. No,
Right.
we don't get that.
Yeah, I knew about their relationship, seeing it on TikTok.
Who it is?
Crystal, Crystal.
I think Marin and James's relationship works because they have really open communication. I feel like if either of them have an issue, they're just very open and can talk to each other about it.
Just all their-
yeah, I feel like
their
since
teammates,
seeing this
or-
relationship and being friends with Marin, it just makes me realize that like I
Yeah,
feel like people can be
Yeah,
very
they have to be.
free, you know?
Being in this relationship has taught me that there's a wide spectrum when it comes to like sexuality and all that it encompasses. It's not just.
She's very
straight and
soft-spoken,
bi. Honey,
very-
it's so much more.
Honestly, I think this relationship taught me that there was a lot more fluidity to me than I thought. To anyone who is judgmental of us or doesn't approve, I really don't care.
It's crazy.
You're paying a bill.
You're paying my light bill. I
And I'm
don't
cashing
care.
the check.
And I'm laughing at your comment anyways because either it was funny or it was dumb enough to where it wasn't funny. And I'm still laughing. So, yeah.
Oh, a bunch of things are coming to my mind. I might forget them, but first thing is where they're talking about people ask us, who's the woman? Who's this? If you say something stupid in the comments, blah, blah, blah. I couldn't even hear what she was saying. You're actively showing your taboo and strange relationship
You
online.
give people the opinion to like or dislike that.
They almost feed into it.
You're loading other people's guns and then getting mad when some shots start coming at you. You can just be in love together and not post it all over social media. That's why I keep trying to tell my girlfriend, but.
Yeah, and at the same time, you could understand that you do have an unusual relationship that, you know, people in society are gonna say something and they're gonna think something about
And
it.
people ask us, who's this, who's that? Well, it's a fair question because nobody has seen something like this before.
This is new to me. When you sent this, I said, what? Like, I'm happy they're in love, but
Yeah.
it always comes to they want to call it the haters. I don't think people are hating, but it's just they want to know more. Because there could be other men and women that are out there that are like, I kind of feel like the same. So maybe they just want to know some answers. And what, you think every single person's going to be like, go, you go, slay, slay.
This makes perfect sense to me. No, of course there's
There's
gonna
going to
be
be that people that are going to be like, what?
Well, we were talking with the smashing. Not that I really care, but it does make you think. We talked about this before about the bisexuals. Dating someone who's bisexual has to be a nightmare because it's like, all right, you at the club, whatever. Who's hitting on you? What guys are there?
Yeah.
Oh, and what girls are there too? Because you might fuck everybody. And people might say, "Whoa, it's not like that. Just because you're bi doesn't mean you can go fuck everyone. You can still be loyal." Okay, congratulations.
We had lesbians comment. Have some bisexuals comment for us, because
The bisexuals, it's your time to shine.
Yeah, because that's my question. Say if I was into a bisexual person, right, a girl,
Okay.
and then we start dating, I wouldn't want her to be bi anymore. You're straight now.
Well, here's the thing. Yes, I was with a girl one time who was 70% straight, 30% lesbian. So in essence, she was a flavor of bi.
If you start dating someone that's
how do you
bi,
come up with that number?
Does that make you a little
How
bit
do you come
bi?
up with that number, though?
I did press her. Give me a percentage.
How do you say 70 and 30, though? How do you only be 30?
Yeah, you made that up in your head.
Well, I didn't think it was that crazy. Like maybe she is 30% lesbian.
Yeah, out of 10 times, 3 of them were like girls. Like, how do you make up that number?
But okay, that's,
Like,
I'm breaking it down too
If
much.
given the right circumstance, she might kiss a girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then if you're dating me, like, that one, that's not
Well, here's the thing. Imagine going to fairy dreamland. Let's imagine Noah is.
I'm a straight man.
All right, you're a straight man.
Yeah, let's stick with that. Let's stick with that. I don't know what Ryan is hypothetical.
You don't want to be a fluid, all
right, let's Noah's a transgender lion
reptilian
green orb. Nah, so Noah's a straight male, and let's say he has a girlfriend.
Okay.
The girlfriend says, I am 50-50 bisexual, because we're doing the percentages now.
Oh yeah, percentage.
I could be with a man, I could be with a woman. If you just had a regular girl, how would you feel? She said, hey, I'm gonna go hang out with 10 of my guy friends.
Well, I wouldn't like that.
You wouldn't like that. You'd say, hey, even if you trust the girl or whatever.
Even if she has like 3 best friend girls, I'm also like, well, wait a second.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You would feel uncomfortable if your
way.
girl was around 10 dudes, assuming she's a straight girl. But the second she's bi, you have to worry about, oh, those are just my girlfriends.
So how do you know who's a friend and who's a...
Well, they're all ops to me.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
Everyone's an option for that person. It's a tricky dynamic.
I feel like it could get complicated, but at the core of it, if both people are that connected and love each other and not equally, then okay, but...
I personally want to see them win, but
Love always wins.
You put... Does it?
I don't know.
I mean, Jeff Bezos just got divorced, so...
Jeff Bezos got divorced.
Damn.
Does love always win, Rob?
Even Bill Gates, I think, got divorced, too.
See, but he didn't love her then.
Wish the best.
I wish the best for this interracial couple. Love, don't judge.
Love is in the air.
Love's in the air. All the bisexuals and people, say some shit in the comments. I want to hear. I want to be educated personally. Anyone here dating a bisexual person, tell me if you sleep at night. I just want to know. You gotta worry about everybody.
How many guys? Okay, there's 5 girls, 5 guys.